Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some stamping and working with some loose glitters and just having fun basically. So these nails I feel like would be perfect for springtime. Obviously you can have whatever you want whenever you want, so that's not, you're not limited to that. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So I've got my five nail tips ready. I'm just going to pop them on here to keep them all still for a second. Make sure they're all clean, ready for me to paint them. And then I'm going to be using different colours on every nail. So I'm going to go through what I'm going to be using first. So first of all, we've got Bubblegum Daiquiri. And I'm going to be pairing this with Sapphire Martini Glitter from Sparkle Supplies UK. So I'm going to go straight in with doing my first coat of this colour on this nail ready. So this can be in the lamp while I'm doing the others. I'm basically using a different colour on every nail to match a corresponding glitter. So this one is the blue nail, of course. Just making sure it's nice and thin enough to cure. Like so. It looks a lot darker on my phone. So second we've got Lily Pad, and I'm using that with Green Goblin. This is the cocktail collection of glitters from Sparkle Supplies UK, by the way. They are all absolutely beautiful, and I will never get bored of using these glitters because they're all just amazing. And then I'm also going to be, like I mentioned, doing a bit of stamping on top of these as well. So I will show you the plate, of course, when I come to use it. And then the next one I'm using is African Apricot, and I'm using that with Sex on the Beach. So I'm doing a coat of that as well. This is a beautiful colour. It's always so popular for me in the spring and summer months. I have actually technically sort of done this design before, although I can't remember whether it was for a YouTube video or an Instagram live, because I did quite a few of those when we were off work because of COVID, so I'm not sure, but never mind. So we've got Pink Petals and Pink Flamingo. I am doing it differently to what I did last time, so it's not completely, like, it's not completely, that doesn't make sense, it's not exactly the same. So it is like a bit of a change, sort of like same method, just different products used. This definitely is not a pastel, but never mind, too late now. And then the last colour is a yellow. Just pop that in there. So I'm using Banana Milkshake, which is pale yellow, and Mimosa for the yellow. I'm just going to do the first coat of this on my stick, on my, why do I keep calling them sticks? It's not a swatch stick, it's a swatch tip. I'm just going to do my first coat of yellow on here and then do the second coat of all the colours, and then I'll come back for us to do the design. Okay, so I'm just going to mix all the glitters up now. So I am going to add flakes to them all. I'm going to add the same flakes to all of them though, just to make my life easier and not have to do individual ones, like different ones for every single one. I'm going to add, I'm going to use these ones, these Jezebel ones from Magpie, just to add a little something to them. I just need to fight with my drawers now. Oh my gosh, that sounded like a real fight, didn't it? Just fighting with them to get everything back in. I need to do a what's it tour actually, like nail room tour, because I haven't done one for ages and ages. So I imagine my room is slightly different to what it was the last time we saw it, but I don't know. To be fair, I'll probably just hang off now until I'm in my new room at my new house, and then that'll be a whole new one, won't it? More exciting. So anyway, we're going to, like I said, I'm going to be putting these in all of them, and then I'm going to use these individually for each colour. So I'm just going to do like 5 patches on my palette. I'm also going to mix with some gels as well. In fact, I think I'm going to mix them all with the same gel, just so they're all got the same base. So we've got, this is just a Blue Sky gel. It's just, as you can see, oh gosh, didn't know I was making it shake that much. It's got a nice shimmer to it. So I'm putting them quite far apart because obviously I'm going to make a mess. It's inevitable. Definitely using too much gel, but never mind. Don't really use these polishes anymore except for things like this, so I might as well. I'll tell you what gel this is in just a second. This is DC10 from Blue Sky. So I'm going to go in now with my glitters. I'm going to grab something to mix them up with. I'm going to use this pusher here because it's got this handy end to be able to mix them up. So I'm just going to pop my flakes in all of them first, so I don't have to keep going in and out of different things. That was definitely a bit overkill, but never mind. Obviously these are pretty difficult to pick up because they're flakes, there's no weight to them at all. There we go. I can get rid of them because as much as I love the look of flakes, I absolutely hate using the things, they get everywhere. So first things first, obviously we've got the Sapphire Martini, so I'm just going to pop some of the specks of this in this one here. Don't want too many, else the ratio of glitter to gel will be off and it won't be usable. You'll have to keep adding gel or keep adding glitter, and either way I don't want to do that. So I'm just putting a bit in. You can always add more to it once it's on the nail instead of doing it all now. So I'm just going to get my next one. That was the green one, which I think it's called Green Goblin, isn't it? This one, let's pop in there. That's Sex on the Beach. The next one is Pink Flamingo. I'm just going to pop that in the fourth blob. They look amazing already. I've not even mixed them up yet. That should be fine. And then last but not least, we've got Mimosa, which is the yellow. I'm not really a yellow fan, to be honest, but I actually quite like this one. So they're all nice and subtle, which is what I'm going for with these. So I'm just going to go in and mix them all up now, wiping off my mixer as I go along to make sure that I don't contaminate them all with each other. If they end up too gloopy and they're like sticking to your stirrer because they're really thick, you need to add a bit more gel. You want them to still be liquid. Obviously, bearing in mind that I'm only doing one nail with each of these piles. If I was doing a full set of any, I'd need a lot more, but I'm just mixing them all together, make sure the flakes and the glitter are all nice and mixed together. And then once I've done that, and these nails in here and I've done, I'm going to take them out and pop them on here. Make sure I've all got somewhere to be. I'm going to do that one first just because I just knocked it over and it's in my hand now. So we're starting with the pink, and I'm just going to get a glitter application brush. I tend to have separate brushes for glitter application just because it's really easy for it to get stuck in it. So it's nice to have something separate, not have to worry about it. And I'm just going to pick up a blob of the glitter we've just made, pop it in the centre, spread it out a little bit, and then I'm going to get a ombre brush. Make sure it's nice and clean. And then I'm just going to start spreading that glitter in every direction, basically. Not wanting it to be too neat or anything. Literally just completely random, just from the centre outwards, basically. And that's it. Don't want that one all the way down there though, to be honest. Get rid of that. And then that's it. Once I've done that, if you want to make the centre a little bit more concentrated with glitter, you can. So I might pop a little bit more in there. And then just very gently manoeuvre that around to fill it in a bit. You can always get some more glitter on your brush at this point as well and just dab it on, but I'm not going to because that's plenty. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp now. And then next up we've got blue. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Make sure there's no pink glitter left in my brush. Pop a little blob of it in the centre again. And then again, make sure my ombre brush is clean actually. I'm going to go straight in with my ombre brush and pull it in every direction, like the same way I did with that pink. Like so. And then again, I'm just going to get a bit more in the centre to make sure that's nice and concentrated. Get around just a smidge. And that's that one for the blue as well. Put that into the lamp. And next up is green. Getting all the blue off my brush first. That's that. And then getting my scoop of green. Very repetitive, but I'm doing it all on camera just because they're all different colours, and I don't know about you, but I quite like to see all the different colours of glitter. I think it's really mesmerising. So if you don't want to watch this over and over again, obviously you can skip this part to what we do next. But I'm going to keep it in just for anyone who likes to see the different glitters like me. Spreading it out like so. I'm not covering the whole nail, but the majority. Manoeuvring the pieces of glitter to where I want them. And then again, once that's done, pop it in the lamp. Next up is the peachy one. Oh, I nearly forgot to get the green off then. That would have been a disaster. I am trying to just focus the tip of my bristle of this ombre brush on the outer areas of the glitter to leave like the majority of the glitter on the inside to keep that bit a bit thicker so it's more faded. And then just manoeuvre it as I go along. So that's that one. And then last but not least, we've got the yellow one. Just getting the pink off. And then straight into my yellow. Like I said, I can never really get with yellow nails. Like, they're just not for me. I think, in my opinion, obviously, you don't need to get offended if you wear yellow nails, but I do think they don't, like, yellow doesn't really suit a lot of skin tones. So it's hard to pull off a yellow, but if you like yellow and you wear it, then well done. Honestly, it does not affect you or me, but me personally, I do find yellow pretty tricky to pull off, but there you go. There's something for everyone. Okay, so that's the yellow. I'm going to pop that into the lamp, and obviously while they're in the last couple are in there, the first couple that I did are already cured now. So I'm just going to move that palette out of my way before I put my arm in it by accident or something. And then I'm going to show you what's I'm going to be using. This is the stamping plate I'm going to be using. It's called Blossometry number 2 from Moyra. It's a beautiful, beautiful plate. And we're going to be using these like large images here. They're just absolutely stunning basically. So I think I'm going to use, I wanted 5 different ones to be fair. So I might just use this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. Or that one. Like basically I'm just going to use 5 different ones of that sort of shape. Like the circular ones. Because they're the sort of look I'm going for. So I am just going to get my stamping polish. I'm going to do it in white because I think last time I did this sort of design I did it in black, so it'd be nice to mix it up completely just in case anyone has just as happened to have seen it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do a really thin coat of clear builder gel over the top of all these nails just to make them nice and smooth, because then my stamping will go on a lot smoother. So I'm just going to float a coat of builder gel over the top. I'm going to hold upside down for a couple of seconds so it's like super, super thin, but it all like sort of congregates here, because then that means obviously that's going to be the thickest area, which is good because it's the glitter that we want to smooth out. And then my stamping won't look lumpy bumpy, which is always good. So I'm not going to do every one of these nails like this on camera because obviously this is very boring. I've just told you exactly what I'm doing. I'm just doing this on all of them, holding them upside down for a couple of seconds and then pop them straight in the lamp. And then once they come out, I will just wipe the tacky layer off and go straight in with my stamping, which of course I will do on camera anyway. So let me just do that. So I'm going to use this image here, this one, this one, this one, and I haven't actually figured out the 5th one yet, but I think it's probably going to be this one. I'm just going to try and remove the lines, but we'll see how that goes and whether that's a good idea or not. So first things first, let's take them out of the lamp. So they are now cured. I'm just going to wipe off the tacky layer. If you don't use Builder Gel, you actually don't have to do this step, by the way. It's just going to make the stamping look a slight bit neater, basically, instead of it being in and out the grooves of the glitter. But it's not a step you have to do, so you can still do this design if you don't work with Builder. So I've just got my images here next to me. I'll use this one in the top corner first so you can see slightly what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go in with some acetone and a lint-free pad and just make sure that's nice and clean. And making sure that my, what's it called, my stamper is right next to me and it's clean, so I can use it straight away and I don't have to mess about and wait too long and end up ruining my chances of using it. So I'm just covering that, going at a 45-degree angle, taking the excess off, making sure there's not loads of excess left on there, roll over the image, get off anything that I don't want, and then straight on top, like so. Right, I feel like there was a reason that I used black, but I really like the white, so I don't know whether to change it to black or not. I'm going to do one with black and one with white and see how I feel. Actually, I think it would be better to do it with black anyway, because obviously I've just realised how pale the yellow is and it's probably not going to show up anyway. So I am going to change my mind and do it with black, which is annoying because I was looking forward to doing the white, but it's fine. So let me just pop the white away and get my black polish. So I'm now using the Moyra black. That was the Moyra white that I was just using as well. I love these stamping polishes. The bottles are huge, so you get loads of product in them. They're 12mm. They last forever when using them for stamping. Not literally, obviously, just they last a long time is my point. Right, so do it all over again, but in black. It is always awkward using the top corners of stamping plates because I find they're never really completely flat, but it's fine. I don't know why they don't want to come off, but I'll take them off if they stick to the nail. It's all good. So I'm just going to pop that on now. Oh, it wasn't even on the nail anyway. Oh, much better. The black looks a lot better. Pains me to say it because I really wanted to use white, but it's fine. Right, now I'm doing the blue one. So I'm going to move over to the other side of my plate. I'm trying to get the image, there we go. Trying to get the image on camera so you can see what I'm doing at all times. And I'm just going to pop everything right next to myself so I know it's there ready for me to grab and use it straight away, because the whole point of stamping is like speed. Basically you need to do everything super quick before it has time to dry. Okay, and then the other way around. That's that one. I absolutely love this stamping plate. Like it's definitely one of my favourites. And to be honest, I don't use it all that much. I definitely don't use it for these ones because they're quite big, but I tend to use it for stuff like this. Like my clients do have things like that quite a lot. But it's just stunning. I love all of the images on here. Right, I'm struggling now because I'm using like the stuff that's in the centre of the plate and I don't want my camera to reflect the light and blind everybody off the plate. Right, so next up, I'm going to do this one down here. I always go over it with my finger after I've wiped it just to make sure that there isn't any fluff or anything on the plate. There's nothing worse than stamping and realising that there's a really long hair or a bit of cotton or a bit of lint or something stuck. Oh, that's just popped off. Just pop this back on there. Removing the tacky layer from that Builder Gel. And again, going straight in. And then straight onto my nail. I love how these are turning out. And then we've only got the pink and yellow left. So next up, I'm going to use this image here. It's just about in frame. Make sure it's nice and clean. Make sure my stamper's nice and clean. I just scraped that with the underside of my nail by accident. Okay, and then we're going straight on with this design. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Oh, I love these. I love how they've turned out. Now, for the last nail, I'm just going to clean the underneath of my nail because I accidentally scraped that polish with it. For the last nail, I think I'm going to use one that I've already used, but just turn it upside down so it looks slightly different. Just because I don't really want to use this one because there's a bit too much going on there and it is slightly different to the other images that I've used. And I don't like the look of any others to sort of tie into what we've already done. I can't pick up the bloody plate. So I think I'm just going to use one of the ones that we've already used, but just flip it round so it is slightly different. So I'm just going to go over the whole plate and just clean it just so I can have a look at what we've got. I think I might go with the one that we used first, the one up in this top corner. Because I really do love that image. So I think I'm going to go with that and just, like I said, just turn it upside down. So that's going to go on the yellow nail. I'm just going to wipe off the tacky layer. And then I'm going straight in. I know you can't see me, but it's fine because it's the last one. You've watched me do it 4 times. It's all good. Where's my stamper? And then I'm going to do it the other way round the other one. Like so. So that's how they all turned out. Absolutely in love with them all. I'm going to top coat them all off camera and then come back and show you what they look like when they're all done next to each other. So this is the finished look. How absolutely beautiful are all of these nails. Please let me know which one is your favourite. I actually think that my favourite is the pink one. And I'm not usually a pink person, but I'm really loving that one actually. Yeah, beautiful. And to be honest, I quite like the green as well, which is surprising because we all know how I usually feel about green. But yeah, let me know what you think and which one your favourite is. I think they're all absolutely beautiful. Oh gosh. But yeah, you've got to have a favourite. So which one is it? Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another one. Bye.